Skinner from Mulder. No, but also the aliens are called Skinner. This isn't it. Keep looking. But maybe we'll find the other end somewhere. We'll take a look at the other end. Maybe this is... Where is it? Oh, come on. Stupidity. Water's getting dirty. And this is a yarn. I think it is, or it is just a tissue. Yarn Morgellion. I guess when they're sitting in old water, then they get also fungi around it, if that is a Morgellion. I've thrown a few of them in there. Okay, so here is one more time the snout. Is it a snout? This is the question. It's hard to say if that is a snout. Look for the other part. There's a nice little blue one, look at this. Nice. Sightseeing. Yes, there it is. I've got him in this here, and this here, and this here. What is this? No? Well, if I can't do it, then forget it. There he is standing up, and the other one is lying there down somewhere. Maybe he's biting himself tight there, you know. This may be his head, but still not 100% sure. So I'll turn it, maybe we'll get the focus range. There's something going. Maybe not. The other way around. It's just like you're flying a plane, you know. You have to watch what you're saying, but also in an emergency, say as much as you can. Saying what kind of stuff you see on the controls, what's happening. So after the crash and you didn't survive it, the investigators may, do a much faster job on it after they checked the voice recorder black box. Those voice recorders, they should also have not only voice and parameters, they should also have video, what is happening in the cockpit. And you guys should get smarter a little bit, because these planes are big. You should have also cameras outside the plane, so you see what's flying behind the plane, on the rudder. Have a camera going in the opposite direction, like, maybe they're being followed or something, or ahead of it, and the same thing over the cockpit outside. There should also be those cameras. You shouldn't save money on safety, because then after that when you see the video, then you may understand, hey, we've got it. Although you guys are doing a great job, of course, you know, finding out, and then later on showing animations what happened, if those animations are truthful, you know, because sometimes there are things happening up there in the sky that you do not want people to know about, right? So we just invent an accident. What really happened? Well, we don't want to know. We do not want them to know. The public, right? One time I did Kundalini Reiki on those, the one I sank here, I think it was that one here, I guess. And it was standing up, and I was just doing it, and actually I didn't see anything happen, you know, like when you do normally with the blow job. The blow job, it's a good one. The blowing hot air job. And then you see them move. But in the water, spiritual healing and energy healing doesn't really work. That's what I thought, because when I take a bath and I did, for instance, pranic healing, radiating the energy into my legs, which are underwater, then I didn't feel anything. Nothing was happening. Well, I guess maybe because at this time there was nothing to heal. That could be also it, right? And this could be one side, yes. Because same thing, when you have when you don't have any pain, when you don't have a calf cramp on your leg, and you try to do pranic healing on it, then you realize that the pranic healing is not working, which is upsetting when because then you think like, am I doing something wrong? What's wrong here? What's going on here, right? And it's not your fault. Well, it is your fault because you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. Like I said, if there's no hurt there, then you cannot do or give healings on it. Same thing when you are healthy and you go to the doctor and say, I may have a some kind of an ache here and there. He can't help you. You see what I mean? So while I was doing the spiritual healing on one of those Morgellon strings in here, then what is this, a snout in the background, or is just a reflection? Then I was recording for many minutes and I didn't see anything, but I can make it either in slow motion things. I have to re-record the clip, which makes only a copy of it, and then and I may also no, I cannot record it when I want to have something accelerated, but just by holding the play button and dragging it to the right, so that clip would pass very quickly, like within 1-2 seconds, and then it's gone. Then I really saw that the Morgellon, like this one here, for instance, if it was that one, it was actually moving towards myself, where I've been holding the hands, you know, where the heat was coming from. So there was nothing in the water, nothing was happening in the water. So like normally when you put something in a jar of water, you know, you get some turbulence in German, you know, like kind of little tornadoes inside of it, or vortexes or whatever. But here was just stationary. I was watching it, you know, because when you do something scientifically, you have to do it fair and not manipulate something and then say, well, it happened like that, and somebody asked you, did that also happen? And then you say, no, it didn't. Then you're lying, right? You shouldn't lie like that. Exactly. No food for you today. Today I'm not going to eat anything. Only drink hot water because it's time to lose weight. Today is the 22nd, 12th, 2019. It's now noontime, 12:05.